What's it tickle? I can't.
This is Raven Wind.
This is Rain.
You're listening to the Feather and Bone podcast. Two witches talking about everything witchy and nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
It's so funny because we're going to do the podcast on sex magic today. And we're trying to do it quietly so that the offspring doesn't hear and come running.
Yeah.
So if randomly we stop talking, it's because we're listening to see if she's coming, or we've had to pause it because she showed up. But anyway.
Like, with her music blaring, we should be okay. Like,
Yeah.
if the music stops.
Yeah, then we'll know something's up.
Yeah, go lay down.
So, sex magic is a taboo topic. The majority of the people in the United States have strict moral and religious beliefs, and people view sexuality as sinful. Those who don't practice the craft sometimes believe witches are heathens, out practicing black magic and having wild sex in the woods. Like,
That
first
sounds
of
kind
all,
of fun, actually.
well, for people like you, that's not allergic to every goddamn thing in the woods.
Put up a mosquito net.
But it's not just the bugs I'm allergic to. It's the grass. It's like everything.
A tent?
I would have to have like a hazmat tent in the woods. Like, people would think there's some type of like biological disaster, and really it's just me having sex.
I did it in the woods once, but it wasn't on the ground. It was like on a vehicle.
I mean, a caterpillar fell from the tree, landed on my neck, and I swatted it away. That's all I did was just swat it away, like I'm flipping my hair. And it stung me because it's one of those ones with the black spiny things coming up out of it. Fucking face swelled up. I'm allergic to everything. I can't have sex in the woods.
I need to do my rant really quick.
Oh, about nipples.
About nipples. Okay, guys.
We are talking about sex, so.
Let me tell you something. Men think every time they see a hard nipple on a woman, ugh, she's horny. No! 99.9% of the time, we don't even know our nipples are hard. It just happens. We're not... If we were horny as much as our nipples poked out, we'd be constantly humping everything in sight.
Like, men think that our nipples getting hard is kind of like their dicks getting hard.
And that's not accurate.
It's not at all. Like, half the time we don't even realize it till you point it out. Or, like, we move a certain way in our shirt.
Yeah.
Like, rubs across it. Or, like, you know, we're reaching to get something that gets, like, pinched. Like, I don't know. Like, we don't realize.
Mine aren't sticking out that far.
I have big titties. Like,
and you're grabbing them right now.
I rub my titties all the time. I have huge boobs. Like, massive tits. The best thing
You're like, my tits are massive.
They are. They're fucking huge. They're huge.
Didn't I put one of your bra cups on my head one time?
And it was loose. Like, huge tits. The best thing that ever happened to my tits was you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Because like, I was raised very poor. We didn't have a lot of money, and like, my mom wasn't like a really girly girl type, person. So like, I was just going getting bras from Walmart, which really was leisure bras. I mean, they're fine for around the house, but like, I was wearing them all the fucking time.
No.
And you was like, no.
I was like, we need to do something about this.
And what's funny is you had been nice enough not to say anything about my tits until I pointed it out.
Yeah.
We went to Sam's Club, and I had my photo taken, and I was like, "Oh my god, my titties look they're at my fucking belly button." And he was like, "You need a better bra." So, anyway,
I have fabulous boobs.
Yeah, you do. Perky.
I like my fabulous boobies.
Yeah. Mine are just big. Like, that's... Out of the bra, they're not as impressive. Because they're so big.
I don't know. I heard you had really sexy boobs from a male.
Well, yeah. He did say that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
The music. Hang on.
Hang on. There will be another song soon. Hang on, guys. Hang on.
I'm giggling.
We're so stupid.
Anyway.
Well, oh, okay. She restarted the same song. I hear it.
Okay.
It's Lady Gaga.
Okay. So there's some skepticism about using sex as part of a ritual, and it doesn't have to be dirty, or sinful. Sex is a sacred way of expressing your love and affection for another person and appreciating their bodies. And by the way, the websites that I used for this, tarotandwitchcraft.com, and then the Blank Coven. And can I tell you how long it took me? Because I kept typing in the Black Coven.
The blank.
Instead of the blank, the black.
Yeah.
And it was like, page not found. I'm like, I'm looking at it on my phone. Like, why can't I bring it up on my desktop? I'm looking at it. And I realized, oh, no, it's the Blank Coven, not the Black Coven.
Oh, sorry. So anyway, every time you see a woman with her nipples hard,
We're not horny.
No.
Unless you're actively involved in foreplay with us, that's not why our nipples are hard.
Yes. So please stop.
Yeah.
Please.
You actually had that written down somewhere because you wanted to remember to talk about nipples.
It said nipple rant.
And your husband saw it.
And it says right next to it, it's not like a titty hard on.
Your husband saw it and he was like, what the fuck?
You should have seen me trying to explain that one.
Yeah, anyway. And then he was like, why is your ex's name written on your hand? He was having some sort of day. Anyway, sexual pleasure is your divine right and an immense source of power. Who doesn't want to learn to better harness the power of celebrating your body in a sex-positive way to help manifest the things you want in your life? Sex magic is the practice of manifesting a desired result through the building and release. That's right. Release, as in orgasm. Of your creative sexual energy.
You're more creative with your sexual energy than I am.
I really am.
You're a freak.
A little bit. I always say, like, I'll try anything once. Twice if I'm not sure.
I thought I was like a little wildcat until I met you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm probably vanilla next to you.
Yeah. I'm explaining weird things to you and you're like, how do you know these things?
And you know what your explanation was? I'm a writer.
Yeah. Well, I read a lot. I research a lot. And I mean, just to be honest, I watch a lot of porn. I mean, I don't like, I'm like very firmly comfortable with who I am sexually. Like, it doesn't bother me a bit.
Did you name your toy yet?
No, I'm not naming it.
You should.
No.
You need to form a close relationship.
No, I don't. It needs to do its job and go back in its bag.
Jesus.
If I wanted to form a relationship, I would have a man.
Oh.
Anyway, I would like to have a man. Like, I'll just throw that out to the universe. I just can't find a good man. There's a difference. Anyway.
I'm not saying anything.
Sexual energy, it's pretty much like any other form of spellcasting, except you're using your orgasm and deep connection to your body to amplify the energy put behind the magical intention that you're working towards. The magical intention you're working with does not have to be related to love, self-love, or seduction to use sex magic, but it can be. You could also use it for prosperity spells, banishing, or anything else you want to manifest. So basically they're saying, like, just because it's sex magic and you're going to be having sex to amplify this energy, it doesn't mean it has to be used for romance or anything like that. Like, it can be used for protection, like any other kind of spell you want to work for. Could you imagine working like a money spell with an orgasm?
I was just sitting here thinking of you.
Oh, Jesus.
With your toy, and you hit an orgasm and you're yelling, I hate that bitch, I want her to die.
Yeah.
I can totally see you doing that.
You know, it's funny. I had a thought the other day. I was masturbating.
Oh my God.
Because you know how close my house is to my neighbor's house. And it was after I was masturbating and I could hear their children playing in their house.
That might be why that one child makes those noises.
He's mocking me.
He's copying you.
Fuck you.
Like the kid off Forrest Gump.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, you said you sound like an ape.
No, I did not. I said I make a lot of noise. I never once said I sound like an ape. I just said I was vocal. Like, what the fuck?
long time ago.
I never said it was an 8.
What did you say it was?
I never said an animal at all. I just said I was vocal.
See, I've had a kid around for so long that I've always had to do the top secret. Shut up, shut up.
No. Like, you might think I'm, like, swinging from the rafters. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm vocal. Like, I'm very vocal. I would tell you to ask your brother, but you're not talking.
I don't want to ask him about that.
You're like, hey, so.
Haven't talked to him for how long, and I just call him up. Hey.
Like, how loud was Bev during sex? Like, for real.
Did she sound like an ape?
But I was set, because I could hear the kids playing in their house. Mm-hmm. And then it occurred to me, like, oh my God. Like, what if they can hear me enjoying myself?
Yeah.
Like, I know they can hear me when I'm with a partner. So now I'm wondering, like, am I as loud solo as I am in a duet? Like,
you need to do a video. You need to do a recording.
I'm not doing a video of me masturbating.
No, like a sound recording.
Yeah.
So you can listen to
Can
it.
compare them.
Remember when you recorded yourself sleeping?
Yes, because my fucking ex-boyfriend said that I snored horribly.
So she recorded herself sleeping.
Yeah.
It was like hours long.
Yeah.
And we listened to it at work.
We did. We listened to it on the way down to Charleston, like an hour drive.
That was to Huntington.
Oh, 2 hours to Huntington.
Yeah.
And, like, I do snore, but it wasn't like what he was, like, it would be long periods of nothing.
And then you'd make these little weird noises like...
I would. I've been told by men before that I make almost like sex sounds while I'm sleeping.
Well, we shared a cabin on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
And I slept just fine in the room with you.
Without earplugs, anything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You didn't wake me up. You weren't loud. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because you know that shit would wake me up.
Yeah. But apparently I make, like, moaning, like, little moany sounds when I'm sleeping.
You're like, that's my arthritis.
Yeah, that's my back. Anyway, I was wondering if they could hear me.
Oh, yeah, that's what the kid's doing.
Yeah, the little retarded kid.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that bad. Like he's...
No, he really is retarded.
He's MR, and he's not really verbal, and, like, the few times I've been around him, like, I don't... He's obviously trying to talk to me, but it's all...
He throws animals at you.
And then he threw a kitten at my pit bull, and I don't know what that was about. Like, here, play together, or here's a snack. I don't know. Anyway, sex magic is just a way of harnessing your power, and how you use that power in your craft is up to you. Think of your orgasms and how powerful and intense they can feel. We both just gave each other that, like, raised eyebrow, like, yeah, Then imagine the boost that your magic can gain from focusing all of that energy into it. Talk about va-va-voom.
I will be honest here. It isn't always easy to remember to set an intention when you hit an orgasm.
Yeah, and I talk about that a little bit.
Okay, then after you're like, oh shit,
like, oh fuck,
I gotta do it again.
Like, maybe you could get on top and put a sticky note on the wall, like, or on your headboard, so that as you're going at it, like, you have the visual reminder of, like, what you need to do.
Jesus God.
Anyway, one of the biggest perks of sex magic is that it can be practiced alone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Masturbation is not only important for cultivating a healthy relationship with your sexual self. I must know my sexual self pretty goddamn well at this point.
You do.
Because
you're tying yourself up.
I'm telling you. I'm saying my own safe word. And I'm like, shut up and take it.
What was it? I had ordered something. I don't remember what it was. I had ordered, like, this kit or something.
Oh, you ordered a toy and it came with all this free stuff.
Yeah, like bondage shit.
Yeah.
And it came with, like, this ball thing. And I'm sending you pictures, all this stuff. I'm like, well, what's this for?
Yeah. And I was explaining it.
You're like, oh, that's a ball gag? And
yeah.
I'm like, what?
And I'm like, you can take the ball out and put a ring in instead, and it holds their mouth open.
Ah.
Yeah. Anyway.
That makes me think TMJ would kick in and be in pain, have lockjaw, and...
Well, it's not like you're not opening it up for an elephant cock. It's, like, just big enough for your, like, a regular cock to get in your mouth.
I I know, but even at the dentist, who can hold their mouth open for a real long time?
Well, you can, they make some that have, like, rubber, so that you can kind of, like, relax your teeth around it. And it's not as strenuous as holding your mouth open.
She's doing it, guys.
Anyway, masturbation is not only important. Oh, I read that part because I know myself. It also generates a large amount of personal power. I also think many feel more comfortable exploring this area of magic on their own in a private space.
Private space, you say?
Yes, I'm listening because the music stopped.
Oh. Let's see. I think she's playing the same song again.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. So, you if you want to practice sex magic, start off on your own so that, you're not, having the pressure of when you're with someone else. Because you have to get used to it. I mean, it's just like any other form of magic. Like, the first time you do it, it's not going to go exactly as you think it's going to go. Like casting circles. Like, how often have we fucked up casting circles? And we've been doing this for a while. Anyway.
I'm over here just frantically biting my nails.
You are.
Like, I'm not saying
I don't
anything.
know. I don't know why you're so nervous.
I know who's listening to the podcast.
Masturbation also just makes it so much easier to actually do because you don't need anything or anyone but yourself. Okay. So let's talk about what sex magic.
It's still more fun with somebody else, though.
Oh yeah, well, sex is always fun with somebody else
when it's good.
When it's good. I've had some bad sex. I've had a lot of bad sex. Let's just be honest.
A lot.
Yeah, like an 8-month relationship of bad sex. Anyway, you finally he was like, no, dump him.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
If the sex isn't good, no.
I had no idea it was that bad.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about what it isn't.
He thought it was great.
He was like fucking going to town on my clit, and I'm like, you're not fucking inside. Like, I don't. How do you think that like you banging my clit 80 fucking million times?
It's like, calm down. I want to be able to pee later.
Yeah. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I know you haven't had that many girlfriends, but like, a vagina has a hole.
Read a book.
That your penis is supposed to be in, anyway. So let's talk about what it isn't. It isn't a fun, kinky sexual practice. Sex magic is not a kink that, people are into.
Like feet?
Yes. We should sell...
Or buttholes?
Buttholes. I was going to say we should sell photos of our feet on eBay. Go on eBay right now and look up feet. Photos of feet.
Really?
Yes. You can fucking buy them on eBay.
You're kidding.
No. I have big feet.
I'm going right now.
I'll read while you look that up.
Okay.
So sex magic should be about working your will, and if you follow a god or goddess, asking them for help. For us, it's just raising energy. Sex is an easy way to connect with your life force, your essence, and that means that it can be fun. It's not a sneaky way to cast a spell. The writer of this one said that she's never done sex magic ritual with someone that was unaware, because she believes that's unethical. Your partner, like you and I, feel that like you don't have to tell your partner that you're you're doing sex magic while you're having sex with them. Your partner doesn't have to be a witch, but she does say they should be aware of what you're doing, and I just don't think so.
I disagree.
Yeah, because you and I, like, we believe that if someone else, like, if I was dating still with the Jehovah's Witness, and I was doing sex magic while we were having sex, he does not believe in witchcraft whatsoever. Like,
No.
1, he probably wouldn't fuck me, and then 2, even if he had, and he probably would have because he's horny. He probably would, where he didn't believe in it, it would derail what I was trying to accomplish.
It would.
Yeah. So we don't hold into that, and that kind of goes back to that whole white lighter thing that we've talked about 100 times, that like people have to be aware of what you're doing. Did you find feet?
No, just silicone model feet for shoes and socks.
Did you look up photos of feet? Put fetish in there. Foot fetish photos. So now we're going to talk about, like, how do you do it? Like, How do you? Well, you know how to.
I know how to do it.
If I have to explain to you how to do it, you need to listen to a different podcast. Like probably 9th grade health class. You know. Anyway, so how do you perform sex magic? Did you find it?
Not yet.
I found it on there before because like there was a video on YouTube about people talk about how you can make money in weird ways.
Okay, let's see.
In selling your
Well, now what do I put?
foot fetish photos.
Okay, foot
Fetish
photos.
That was one way that they listed you could make extra money is by selling pictures of your feet on eBay.
Oh my God!
You found them, didn't you?
What the fuck?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. How much is a photo of feet going for?
Some are $25. This one's $3.50. It's some ugly dude sucking on a toe.
$3.50.
For him, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Polaroid.
Digital, please.
Let's see. Yeah, this is... I'm a little disturbed now.
Yeah. I have big feet.
We should do a whole little, like, setup with different backgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
And we can bling your feet.
I have like heels and stuff.
We can do like holiday themes with your feet.
Get some like fishnet stockings.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait for my toe to heal. Or we could
Just
paint
paint over it.
We could paint it. See how bad it is?
Yeah.
I broke my toe.
I don't really want my feet on there. But
No one would recognize it. It's your feet.
I don't know. It's just creepy. I don't want some dude jerking off to a picture of my foot. Violating
Hey,
my feet.
I'll make money anyway. I can make money short of actually having sex for money. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway. So how's it done? She like this author. I told the website. So this author says that she generally follows the same principles that she would use to cast a spell. So she casts a circle before she starts, and she said that like she utilizes the bed like as an altar. She says, but feel free to be more adventurous in your choice of location. Like if you want to do it outside or.
I've done that.
Yeah, you did it up against a fucking church.
I did in the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Out in the open.
Yeah.
That was fan-fucking-tastic.
Fucked up the side of a church. Talk about blasphemy. Talk about sex magic, man. You're gonna do a heathen sex ritual at a church.
That was great.
See, like, it's so funny because, like, you have all the stories of, like, the locations that I would never do.
Yeah.
And I have all of the stories of, like, the practices that you would never do.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can do a spell by yourself while masturbating or with another person of your choosing. You can simply think about the spell or say the words aloud, whatever feels right to you. Now, I'm going to throw in here, and I'm pretty sure it's not in the material. If it is, I'll skip over it in a minute. As far as like your partner being aware that you're actually doing sex magic, we don't think that they need to know. You can keep that to yourself if you want to. But your partner has to be willing in the sex.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a male witch, we're not saying that you can rape a woman, to perform sex magic. If you're a woman, we're not saying you can tie a man to your bed.
Aw.
And unless he wants to be. But see, I'm talking about like if he wants to be tied to the bed, that's okay. There's special restraints you can use, won't leave marks. I mean, that's, But, like, they do need to be consensual in the sex itself. Okay, like, I'll just throw that out there. Like, please don't rape anybody. And say Feather and Bone said it was okay, because we did not.
Nope.
No rapage.
No rapage.
No rapage. So you can add candles, incense, essential oils, or what other items, would be necessary for your spell.
People put a lot more work into this stuff than we do.
Yeah, well, and I think it's still, they're still so stuck in that, like, Wiccan, like, you need all the trappings to do a spell type thing. I imagine if you're going to use, because she's saying that's how she performs her sex magic, and she said you should always ask permission. I imagine it would be pretty hard to set up candles and incense and all that, and your partner not realize some witchy shit's about to happen.
Yeah.
So you would need to tell, wait a minute, why is there all of a sudden a sheet on the bed that has a pinnacle on it? Where did that come from?
Those incense burners I got us, where the incense flows down, and leaves this spooky, fog, real low to the ground.
Hook up a fog machine in the bedroom. I'm going to set the ambiance.
I gotta say, I think it would be really cool. Are those called strobe lights where it just blinks?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be really cool to fool around with a strobe light going.
Yeah.
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 I do.
Glow in the dark body paint. It's fun.
Oh, you've done it?
Yeah. It's fun.
Did you have to clean up afterwards?
We have to shower.
No, I mean the bed.
Yeah. Wash the sheets. It's water soluble. So washed out. Anyway. So, yeah, you can add other items like, the incense and all that kind of stuff. She talks about how she has massaged her partner with oil during the ritual, which was romantic, pleasurable, and well-suited to the spell. She says that you need to make sure you decide on what you want to do before you begin.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, and making your intentions clear is important. So if you're ready to give sex magic a go, try, take a jaunt with it.
Take a jaunt? I thought you were going to say take a John.
Take a jaunt. Well, if you've listened to the Gardner...
You can get one on the corner for tree fitting.
Yes, tree fitting. If you listen to the Gerald Gardner podcast, you know how I feel about bringing prostitutes into a ritual setting. So that's not going to happen. If you're ready to give sex magic a go, I did find 5 steps for a basic solo ritual that then you can personalize and build around your own practice.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Okay. If using an altar, focus your intention while setting it up, as with most spells. So, while you're getting your things ready, you're thinking of what you're wanting to manifest, the outcome you're looking to see.
Yeah.
Her music stopped again.
It did. I wonder what's happening. Hang on.
Everybody, I'm going to hit pause.
Hit pause.
Okay, we're back. It's so funny because we're talking lower than what we normally would, and we're almost huddled around the phone, like recording it.
Yeah.
And we keep listening, and because we don't want her coming in while we're talking about this, because she'd be all over it. She'd be like, "What? Explain it to me. What does that mean?" Anyway, so when you're setting up your altar, you want to focus as much as possible on what your intent is. Set up any crystals and candles, sigils, anything like that you're using. If you're working with a deity such as Venus, for example, take this time to put out any offerings needed to connect with them as well. Once settled, not setted, because that's...
It's okay.
Not a fucking word. Once settled and comfortable in the space you'll be working in, aka wherever you're going to be masturbating, take a few moments to center yourself and continue to meditate and focus on your desired outcome.
Man, that's too much pressure.
Be very specific. And that's we're going to talk about how you and I would rather do sex magic. Once
we are?
Done. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Once we're done talking about the typical, if you're going to look it up on the internet, way to do sex magic. So, take a few moments to settle yourself and to continue to meditate and focus on your desired outcome. Be very specific. What would it look like if you manifested this intention?
I don't want to know what I look like masturbating.
No. No, I'm not talking about your masturbating. While you're meditating and you're centering yourself, you're thinking about let's say you're doing a spell for prosperity. So you want to be thinking about what it's going to look like when you're richer. Okay. And you're going to work through every detail. Then you begin slowly pleasuring yourself.
Oh, you have to do it slowly?
You begin slowly. You wouldn't. I guess you wouldn't just go to town
What if you want to what if you're somebody that likes to slap yourself or something?
Slap yourself?
Yeah.
I've never heard of anybody wanting to beat on themselves while masturbating.
What if somebody likes to slap their crotch or something?
Slap their clit.
Yeah, to get warmed up, to smack the shit out of it.
According to this woman, you got to start slow.
Oh.
Okay. If you're wanting to if you want to slap your clit, you need to do that on your own time, not spell time. Okay.
I disagree.
Begin by slowly pleasuring yourself. Take your time. Explore your body.
Hey, you might be in a hurry.
Yeah, you might need it like real quick.
Yeah.
You know.
You might have like 10 minutes before your kid gets off the
like
bus.
instead of like a quickie, you're having like a sex magic quickie.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I need. I'm like moving my hand like I'm masturbating really fast.
She is, guys.
Anyway.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Anyway, if you worship a god or goddess, you would want to do that. Think about them and, whatever, while you're masturbating.
While you're diddling yourself?
Yeah, like, oh, Zeus.
While you're touching your nether
Oh, Zeus. Oh, Anubis. Oh, Cronunnos. Hearn.
Oh, Hearn. Oh, my God.
See, I would go, like, Hercules all the way. Like, I know he's, like, a demigod, but, like, still. Because then I could go, Hercules.
Oh, my God. See, I'd be like Jercules.
Jercules. Oh, God, that's so funny. As you build closer to climax, remember to stay connected to the intention of the spell. This can be done by repeating a mantra or a chant out loud or in your mind. So you're masturbating like money. As you're masturbating, you're saying, sweet and fine, make this money mine, sweet and fine, sweet and fine.
You're rubbing one off going, $350.
$350.
Oh, geez.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Whatever helps you focus, basically, is what she's saying. When you finally reach orgasm, releasing all of that built-up energy, push all of that power right into your magical intention, out into the universe. Let it wash over you and out of you. It's simple, yet powerful.
All right.
I just can't get over, like, what if you're, like you were, like, earlier, like, if you're doing it, like, to banish something, because, like, to punish, like, a curse.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I personally...
fuck you, Susan.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Susan.
I personally wouldn't use sex magic for
No, I wouldn't either.
curse work.
No, I wouldn't either. But you could. That's what she was saying. Like,
I guess you
It's
could.
energy. You could do whatever you want with it.
You'd be like angrily masturbating.
Yeah.
Because when I curse, I like to be really pissed off.
If you're going to angrily masturbate, you need to clip your fingernails first. Just saying. Just saying. You don't want to scratch some shit up.
It's true.
Burn when you pee. Like, anyway. These are just some basic steps to help you give an idea of where to start, but the truth and the most important thing to remember is sex magic should be intuitive. While most of us are all sexual beings, we all manifest our sexuality in different ways. What flips the on switch into high gear for some may absolutely turn off another.
Isn't that the truth?
Right? It's like, no, I will not. And I'm not going to finish that sentence. Cause,
Like, you've talked to me about some stuff, and I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
yeah.
You're like, no, I don't mind hanging from the monkey bars.
I'm like, as long as it's bolted into the studs or the main support beam, I just need to know I'm not going to fall. Like, that's because I'm a big girl. Like, we just need to make sure that the equipment is safe. Like,
Yeah. Jesus. Lay some mats on the floor, gym mats.
I may have to take a Percocet when we're done. Anyway, as with sex in general, create a ritual that works best for you. This is your body and your power, so you can charge in and control how you wish to harness it. She talks about some other stuff that has been known to be incorporated in this, and I know as soon as I say this, you're going to be like, "Fuck that."
Okay, I'm ready.
The 5-fold kiss.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And we've talked about the 5-fold kiss in another podcast, but we'll recap it again here in case someone hasn't started from the beginning and they, coming late.
Coming late.
Coming late. Just, have you ever been with a guy and you're just like, oh my fucking God, finish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'm done. I have orgasmed.
Finish.
Like,
yeah.
You're a rock star. I get it.
Yeah, I don't need you to, like, beat the hell out of me.
Yeah, just fucking finish.
Yeah.
Finger up the asshole.
Yeah, that works.
They'll finish quick. Hit that prostate. Boom.
Your finger. You should see her finger. She's like flicking it. She's like...
Hit that prostate. Boom. Done. And and that's actually a good, I don't think that tip's in here, but that's a good tip.
What do you do? Go like this? And then stick it up your butt?
I don't know.
Or do you keep a thing of Vaseline hidden under your pillow, dip your finger in it?
I'm hoping he has gotten me excited enough that I could use my own juices. He thinks it's all sexy because you're masturbating. So you want to
stick your vagina juice up his butthole?
Well, why not? He sticks his penis juice in my vagina. I'm like, what?
Jesus Christ.
So you reach down and you masturbate while he's going to town on you, and he's like, oh, that's so fucking hot. You get nice and slick, and then you...
I better not have
done.
To masturbate while some guy's fucking me.
Well, you only do it to get your finger ready to...
I would be... Do you know how angry I would be?
Yeah. If you had to masturbate, yeah.
If I had to masturbate during sex.
Yeah. But that's a good tip, though. Like, because, the whole point of sex magic is to use your orgasm to...
You're like, that's a good tip. Use your vagina juice to get your finger moist to stick it up their asshole.
Well, kind of.
That's exactly what you meant.
No, what I'm saying is that, like, because the whole point is you're using your orgasm for the energy for your ritual. So, like, I would assume that you would want him to be done at the same time.
That's not always...
It's not always possible, but, like, you could help things along, and, like, you feel yourself getting ready to come, put it up there,
hey, when
boom.
I'm getting ready to get off, I'm not going to be able to concentrate on sticking a finger up a butthole.
True.
I'd be too afraid of losing mine.
Your butthole or your finger?
No, my orgasm.
Oh.
Because
like, you can't lose either of those, huh?
You know how it is with women. Once one little thing happens,
there was this one guy.
It ruins the whole experience for it.
There was this one guy I dated, and he didn't do it all the time. Thank fucking God. But he would kind of like make this pig sound when he got really excited.
Who was it?
It was Michael. You didn't know him. But he would get he'd make this little pig sound when he get really excited. And like as soon as that little squealy sound started, I was done. Yeah. I was just like...
It ruins it, yeah.
I was like, this isn't like... Because it kind of reminded me of Deliverance.
Guys,
Squeal like
women don't get just slightly turned off.
Yeah.
Once we're turned off...
It's like a switch.
It's
on or off.
It's like turning off a light.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. So, the five-fold kiss. Now, this is something that's very, like, Wiccan,
I won't do it.
In flavor, and basically it's like goddess-type stuff. But anyway, the five-fold kiss, some people think it's a sensual, body-positive, practice, and it kind of can set the tone.
Who came up with it? Gerald Gardner?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I'm going to doubt everything now.
Yeah. If you haven't listened to the Gerald Gardner podcast, I'd go. I mean, it's long and it's kind of dry, but like there's a lot of very compelling information in it. But anyway,
it'll make you rethink your whole life.
So traditionally, the five-fold kiss is a ritual used between a high priest and a priestess when they are representing the god and goddess in a coven ceremony. But she says that she has seen it used at the beginning of sex magic rituals.
Oh, she has?
Yes.
She's witnessed a lot of...
Apparently. And she said she's used it. Each phrase is accompanied by a kiss on the corresponding body part. So here's basically what you say and what you do. So you start at the feet and you'll kiss the feet. But you say, "Blessed be thy feet, which have brought thee in these ways." Then you go up and kiss the knees. "Blessed be thy knees, which shall kneel at the altar." And then you would kiss right above, like right below their belly button, but above their groin. And you would say, "Blessed be thy phallus," or if it's a womb, you would say womb, "without which we would not be." And then you would go up and kiss each of the breasts. And you say, "Blessed be thy chest," or breast if it's a woman, "formed in strength." And if it's a breast, you would say beauty instead of strength. Blessed be thy lips, which speak only truth.
I don't know. I
And you
think
kiss
men's
their lips.
chests are way nicer to look at than women's chests.
Yeah. Fucking titties flopping around.
I know.
Boob sweat is a real thing.
Yes, it is.
It's a gross thing.
Yep.
There's not much we can do about it.
Deodorant.
Well, yeah, we can, like, smear ourselves or, like, spray ourselves with deodorant, but, like...
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. I mean, I've never, like... I wonder, like, because, like, let's say you spray yourself with deodorant.
Yeah.
The music stopped. Hang on.
What are we doing?
Okay,
There
it
comes.
started. This is so funny. Everyone's going to be, like, waiting with us, like,
Ooh, is she coming? Is she not coming?
But, like, I imagine, you know, you spray yourself all over with, like, the Arid Extra Dry
Mm-hmm.
so that you're not sweating under your tits and in your
It
ass
works.
crack and
You're
everywhere that you might sweat that you don't want to sweat.
That's how it is in EMS. You
Yeah.
soak your whole body with.
Well, and when we do Beltane in the forest,
Oh.
where we're going to be out in that heat all day, like, you have to do something or you're just going to be...
I didn't feel good this past year.
I didn't either. But anyway, so imagine, like, if you've sprayed under your titties with that.
Yeah.
And then a little later in the day, you're meeting with your fella
Yeah.
to do sex magic, and he's sucking on your titties.
Well, you don't put it on the part that's getting sucked on. You put it under the titty.
Well, but, like, what if he's weird and he just starts licking, like, all over your tit?
Hey, then he gets deodorant tongue.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying spray it on your nipple. I'm just saying, like, what if he kisses the underside of your tit and it's like deodorant? I don't know. Anyway.
Was it you telling me about the woman that grabbed her titty skin and pulled her boob?
Oh, in the brawl?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some video online. She was like, it was this sports bra that was, like, I guess supposed to be like the best sports bra ever. And she was adjusting herself. And, like, when you and I, because I adjusted myself earlier,
Yeah.
like, you reach down in, you grab your titty and you pull it up.
Yeah.
And instead of reaching down in and grabbing her titty and pulling it up, she pinched the skin on the very top of her titty and was like, poop. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Ow.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Like, cup and pull. Cup and pull. Like, that's... Treat them friendly. But like, you and I, we wouldn't do... And, like, that whole five-fold kiss thing, like, she's talking about using it at the beginning of sex magic, but, like, there are some traditions that expect you to do that five-fold kiss on any high priest or high priestess that you see.
Absolutely not.
You could be at a festival where everyone's running around barefooted and they expect you to get down your hands and fucking knees and kiss their feet.
I've
and do
seen
that.
some of these people at our festivals.
No.
I'm not even shaking a hand, man.
No.
Yeah.
Let alone kissing near groins and titties and...
Yeah.
No thanks.
Nope.
So anyway.
Speaking of that, maybe that bitch was somebody that likes pain during sex. So she just
Oh.
got used to pinching her titties or
Yeah.
something.
Or they were so fake there was no feeling left in them.
Yeah, I don't like pain. Not pain. Sex is supposed to be pleasure for me, and pain is not pleasure. I don't want to experience pain. Sex needs to feel good.
I'm just over here sipping my juice.
She's like, I want somebody to hurt me.
Like, I don't... Okay. Like, I like a little bit of pain, but I'm not saying, like, hit me.
Yeah.
Or choke me. Like, cane me. Like, not that kind of pain. Like...
What the fuck?
You never seen caning before? Caning is a thing.
Well, I've read 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, yeah, you can get caned.
I don't want to be caned.
And, like, the floggers and, like, the cat of nine tails.
No,
like,
thank you.
no, I don't want any of that stuff either. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a different level of pain. It's like, I'm
Just say
just
it.
fucking say it. Because I've had a full hysterectomy. And then when they take out your cervix and they sew you up, you end up being smaller. Like your vagina. Hang on.
The music has stopped. Give us a moment.
They're all like, wait a minute, she's talking. Finish the sentence. It's about her vagina.
Does it become shorter?
It does, and then it almost becomes like narrower as well, but not because they've done anything, because your uterus used to hold your organs up.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's no longer there, your organs slide down.
Yes.
So now the passage is not only shorter but narrower. So when I have sex with someone that is reasonably endowed, it's a little painful. It burns a little bit, and I like that. I like feeling full. Okay, like that's the only way I can describe it. You know,
See, like, it's like, I like feeling like my vag is being ripped open.
no, just not that bad. Like I don't know, and that's the same reason why I like anal sex, because there's that little bit of burn, a little bit of pain there. I know you're like, no way, never going to happen, but
No.
and it's like I'm not like in every single time I'm going to have anal sex, like
No.
not every fucking time, but that's why I enjoy it, because a little bit of pain that comes with it.
I do not want a penis in my asshole.
Okay, I'm not saying you have to.
I'm not.
I mean, we do a lot of things together, and we do a lot of the same things, but we're never, ever, like, going to do anal sex.
Me and you?
No, like, we do the same things. Not, like, sexually, just in general. Like, in our everyday lives. Like, we're similar. You're sitting there like, no, I'm pretty sure I haven't done some of the crazy-ass shit you have done.
I have not.
Yeah, and I would not.
I just, no, I don't. I'm all set.
But anyway, I do enjoy a little bit of pain. I do.
Like, you know, somebody smacking your ass and pulling your hair. That, to me, that's like normal.
Yeah.
But when somebody's like hurting you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be choked.
No, I want to breathe.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, hi, Boomer.
He's like, who's been hurting your asshole?
Yeah.
I'm going to kill him.
You know, so I don't know. So, again, that's one of those things we talked about earlier. That, like, there's different things that do it for different people. You know?
And some of them I can't handle.
Yeah. You're like, no. You're like...
I'm not okay. I don't want to be in the man's role.
Yeah.
That's as vague as I can say it. How's that?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I'm very submissive.
Yeah.
I will switch and do... And that's another... I had to explain to you what a switch was. Not like you're gonna like a switch like your grandma would get out of the yard
and beat you with it.
Yeah, no, like switch is like if you're normally submissive, but you will switch to a dominant role if you need to. Like,
oh wait, how's this? I am not gonna have a man on his hands and knees and fuck him up the ass with something. That is a huge turn off for me.
I wouldn't want
never.
to. I wouldn't want to do it, but if my partner liked that, I would do it.
See, I'm not down for that.
Yeah.
I would just, I'd rather just not have the relationship
than
have to do that. No.
Yeah.
I'm all set.
I wouldn't want to do it all the time. Like, I wouldn't want every single time we had sex, you know, do it. No. Because I am submissive.
You're like, holidays maybe.
Birthdays. Holidays, birthdays, and leap years. Anyway. So,
I'll just say, that's what I'll say. I like being the female.
The female. Yeah.
And I like the person I'm with to be
masculine. Alpha male.
Yeah.
Okay. So, she said, like, she talks about how she's an advocate of using intuition and instinct when casting. And that's just like with regular magic too. Sometimes you can think about what your intention is while you make love. Other times you might be moved to say some words. Your partner may be working... And assume, like, presumably your partner would be working toward the same goal and, you know, might say the things with you. But could you imagine, like, if you, like, in the middle of the sex, you're like if working for a new car. And, like, we'll say, she's like, new car.
I want that new car smell.
Yes.
Get some of that to build up for the sex ritual. Go to, like, the dollar store and buy some of that new car spray and spray each other with it.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like your hands and knees? He's going at you from behind.
Yeah.
You reach up and you grab the spray and you start spraying that new car smell and you breathe in like, new car smell.
New car smell.
Give me that new car, baby. I snorted. Anyway.
That would be funny.
So, and she's talking about like if your partner's working with you, like that they might like respond to whatever you're saying. So you're like, new car, baby. He's like, I'll give you that new car. I'll give it.
I'm gonna change your oil. I'm going to put some fuel injector cleaner in there.
Oh. Let me inject your fuel. Oh, gosh. It's like, I'm not stopping. The brakes are out.
Oh, God.
Anyway, but I guess that's if they are aware. What would be funny is if they weren't aware.
Yeah.
And you start saying the words for your spell, and they like just automatically just start like.
You start saying to him, Kia,
Hyundai. He's like, take this Chevy.
I like my Jeep,
Yeah.
so it'd be a Jeep.
Oh, but he drives a Chevy though. That's what I was saying.
Wait, what's my Jeep? Oh, it's like a Trailhawk certified.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Oh, Trailhawk.
I want to be Trailhawk certified.
Yes.
They'll be like, what the fuck is this crazy?
See, and I drive an Equinox, so I would need to be doing it at the Equinox.
Oh, God.
Anyway, you want to stay in tune with your body. And when you start feeling like the tingles, so like, you know, that the orgasm's coming and it's building up, like that's when it's going to become hard to
You
like
said the tingles.
the tingles, the little, they're like, oh, something's happening.
When you start twitching and shit.
Yeah, like start drooling. You ever been having sex and like your nose starts running?
What? I don't know. Probably.
Like doggy style. And then like all of a sudden like your nose will start running and you're like, what do you do? Like you're
You hold
you're
your
a
head
mess.
up. You're like, pull my hair, so they pull your head back.
Yeah.
So it'll run back.
Because you don't want to like sniff like during sex.
Pull my hair, baby. You guys are missing it. We're jerking our heads back.
But when you start to feel that build of your orgasm, like that's when you want to try to focus on like really focus that energy. Her music stopped.
I did.
It started. Every time a song changes, we're like,
We freeze.
okay.
Your face is red. Is my face red?
It is.
Yeah.
But when you start to feel that orgasm, building, that's when you want to focus, your energy. Now, if your partner is good at what they're doing, that's going to be hard.
Yeah. And I'm good at masturbating. So.
Yeah. So it might take a bit for you to master this,
Master the masturbating?
No, I'm talking about like with a partner. Like, well, sex magic in general, I guess. Like, for you to be able to focus your mind while you're having an orgasm.
Sex magic is easy. When you get off, you just think your intention.
Wait. We're going to talk about the way we do it after I'm done.
Okay.
Wait.
Is that the sound that you make during sex?
No. I used to work at a phone sex
She did.
place.
She did.
Yeah. So I can fake an orgasm. Like I can
can
fake
too.
it. I'm not going to do it because it's embarrassing.
Even do the clenching of the muscles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like there's the sounds and everything. Like I've got it down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it in front of you because that's embarrassing. But
Out of all the things.
I'm not going to fake an orgasm in front of you. No. I'll talk about anal sex. I'll talk about like.
I get disturbed every time
Yeah.
you bring. Like my face goes right into my hands. And I'm not saying a word. That never happened just now. She can't talk, guys. She's laughing too
Oh
hard.
God. Anyway. Whew. Love making.
What are we talking about?
Love making is supposed to be distracting if you're doing it right. You'll have issues focusing. You need to like try, to focus. We're trying so hard to focus right now.
I know.
Talking anyway. And then you would want to close out, like you'd want to close out your spell, like when you're done orgasming and like you've directed the energy. She's talking, like she's really got it set up like in a spell, format.
I'm lazy, I guess. I don't know.
For solo sex magic.
I'm not looking at you right now.
I'm wiggling my
I
eyebrows.
saw your eyebrows.
When it comes to masturbation, toys, erotica, and porn can enhance your experience, and you can absolutely incorporate them into your sex magic. Remember, this is all intuitive and should be curated to fit your personal practice so that you feel absolutely comfortable when working your magic. It's hard to focus if you're feeling uncomfortable, and focus is the key. So, pull out your toy chest, your toy drawer, wherever you're keeping them. Whether it's a dildo, a vibrator, a butt plug, a prostate stimulator, or whatever else helps rock your world. I encourage you to bring it into your ritual. The bigger your orgasm, the more energy you have to empower your intention. And also, if you think about it, a dildo is basically a magic wand. Just saying.
I'm done.
So, it's a magic wand.
Oh my God, she's crying. She's crying.
Because I was thinking, like, naming it. And, because apparently you have to name your dildos after people. I don't know. But
I'm never going to live that shit down.
But, magical, like, the first thing that pops in my head is Excalibur. I call it Sexcalibur.
I'm not saying anything. You remember when I ordered that toy, it came with like 8 million free things.
Yeah, like cock rings.
I'm sending you pictures. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. And I'm like, that's a cock ring. And then, like, you showed me something else. And you're like, I thought this was a cock ring. I said, that is also a cock ring.
It came with these plastic balls on a string.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like flinging them around.
And I'm like, those are anal beads. You're like, that's not a toy. Well, it's a toy.
I'm like, people stick this up their ass.
And then you pull it out one bead at a time. Until, like, and then, like, if you wanted, like, ooh, that's an idea. You could start your sex magic if you're with a partner with the anal beads up his anus.
Not if I'm there.
And then when you want him to orgasm, you just yank them all out at once and it makes him have an orgasm.
What if it makes him shit himself?
Clean up on aisle 2, I guess. I don't know. That's gross.
That's disgusting.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
If I pulled anal beads out of a dude and he shit everywhere, like, that's it. I'd be like, goodbye. We're not dating anymore.
What if it was your fault? What if you shoved him up there?
He should have more control over his anus. It's his anus.
Just think of it like having 8 giant suppositories in your butthole. He might
Well,
not be
but
able to control it.
But suppository is a medicine that melts and causes you to poop. These are hard plastic balls that are pulled out. It's not like he has a cork in him, and you pull the cork out and shit's gonna come free flowing. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
Like, okay.
You're just shaking your head.
You know you'd have to lube that shit up before you put it in the butthole.
Well, yeah.
So you know there'd be stuff dripping out of his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if it drips on you?
Yeah, you would definitely want to wash the sheets after. Anyway. If you've never tried using any kind of toy before and you're feeling curious,
I need the fan over
you can explore further. There are so many different kinds of toys out there. You're bound to find something that perfectly revs your engines in ways that you didn't even know was possible, aka the Clit Sucker 5000.
I still think you should name it like Jason or Gerard or something.
We had been to a private party on Friday night to read tarot cards.
Yeah.
And I even talked about the Clit Sucker 5000 to them women.
Yeah.
It is an amazing fucking toy. If you have not bought one of these for yourself, it's a little expensive as far as toys go.
Well, I gotta tell you, mine, I won't say the name, is like what you described.
Yeah.
So I don't need to purchase.
Does it suck on your clit, or does it just vibrate your clit?
I am not going to say.
I said, I'm like, tell me how it operates.
Just because of who I know is listening?
Yeah. It's a good toy. Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're using our fingers.
I'm showing her with my finger.
To mock the motion of her toy.
There's different settings.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the Clit Sucker 5000, like, there's like Morse code, everything in there. Like, there's one setting, it's almost like the sound of it's like you're at a rave, like, zoom, 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 zoom. Like, it's like...
That's so funny.
It's amazing. And you can set it, like, there's one setting where, like, because you know, like, a constant vibration, you know what's coming. And even, like, with the pattern ones, like, even it's like, zzz, 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 or zzz, 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 like, you know it's coming. But there's one that, like, you don't fucking know what it's going to do.
It surprises you.
Yeah, you don't know. There's no... I'm sure there's a pattern to it, but it's so drawn out and long that, like, you can't guess the pattern of what it's going to do. It's amazing.
I like mine.
She points out that close friends are a great place to get recommendations.
For what?
For the type of sex toys that might be pleasurable. Yeah. So ask around if you feel it's a comfortable topic for discussion, you know.
If you can't talk about a sex toy with your best buddy,
yeah,
that's not your best buddy.
I talk about sex toys with complete strangers. And I'm like, no, listen. This is amazing.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Mine, like, sometimes I'm not able to get to the button in time.
Yeah.
Because I want it to stop.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you're like,
stop! Trying to get it out while it's doing it.
See, that's why you need to work on your Kegels.
What? Push it out?
Yes. You're like a bionic pussy.
Oh my
God. Bionic pussy. Anyway, if you're feeling luxurious and are in the mood to spoil yourself with some witchy sex toys, there is a website or a company called Shock Rubs. Like instead of chakra.
I'm gonna look it up.
Shock Rubs. You want me to spell it? I'll spell it.
I can spell it.
C-H-A.
I can spell
it. For the people listening.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. C-H-A-K-R-U-B-S. Shock Rubs. They sell crystal dildos and butt plugs, all carved from crystals that are safe to put inside your body. Because some crystals are toxic, and you wouldn't want to put them inside of you.
Don't go putting those selenite ones.
Oh, yeah, don't put selenite in there. That shit'll just melt away.
I wouldn't. No.
And then she's like, what could be better for self-love sex magic than a rose quartz dildo?
No, I want one that does tricks, man. I don't want...
So what's the price on a crystal dildo? Well, you're looking. Tell me.
Let me look. What kind?
Let's do rose quartz since that's the one she mentioned in the article.
Well, I don't see a rose quartz.
Well, then just tell me any one then. Is there an obsidian one?
There's an amethyst.
An amethyst? A purple dildo?
$229.
$229 for a piece of stone that you're going to put in your vagina.
No, thank you.
No, I'm not spending that much money on something that's completely like...
My stallion was like 40-some bucks.
Yeah, the Clit Sucker 5000 was like 50 some.
And like I said, it's in love with me.
Yeah.
It loves me, and it lets me know. This thing... Do you imagine it'd be cold?
Yeah. You like put it down inside your bra to warm it up first. Just walk around the house with it all day down in your bra.
Put in your armpits.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this song.
She wraps up by saying that safe sex is great sex. Communication is key. And if it's not pleasing you, pass on it. That goes for sex magic and just plain sex in general. Curate a sex-positive environment within yourself and around you. Explore, have fun, and get to manifesting.
That cat scared the hell out of me.
She's been there for a bit, wanting inside.
I didn't know.
So, yeah. Sex magic. So, okay, so you were talking about, like, what you do for your sex magic.
It's a lot less than that woman, I'll tell you that.
You're like, one, I have sex. That's the first step.
Yeah, when you orgasm, you just say your intention in your head.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
So you're not like trying to build energy up while you're having sex, like you're just letting the act of sex itself be the build up.
The sex itself is the build up, because I mean, think of how high your energy is vibrating during an orgasm. You're like in a blissful state.
Yeah.
How much higher could your vibrations get? Seriously.
Like, I could, like, why? I could just see you, like, screaming out lottery. Lottery!
Jerry Maguire!
I'm pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
Just, if I can remember in the moment of what I'm doing. And sometimes even, like if you miss it, like if you're, like...
Just do it afterwards.
Yeah,
in the glow.
just as soon as it hits your mind and you're still in that glow, then do it. Because it's still around.
Honestly, that happens. It happens for me that way more often than...
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't want to stop concentrating on my orgasm.
Yeah. I just... The idea of just screaming out random shit.
I don't say
It'd be like sex Tourette's.
I think it in my head. I'm not screaming shit.
But I know your husband, he probably wouldn't even say anything if you did.
No.
He probably wouldn't mention it, like, nothing.
No.
He would just, like, he's like, whatever. Like, I don't know.
He'd just be happy.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know what. I'm just...
He usually acts like... He just acts like I'm not here when I'm doing anything.
Yeah.
Witchy.
Yeah. I think, like, the best sex is that sex where, like, you're boneless afterwards. And, like, you can't even move. And you're just like, I can't even clean myself right now. Like, I need to gather myself before I can move to go to the bathroom and take care of business. And you should be cleaning yourself after sex, by the way. If you're not... I know some women that don't, and, like, they don't get up and go pee afterwards.
Don't pee after?
No.
Holy infection.
And they just lay there with all the, like, in their vagina.
I knew somebody that did that. Like, with it on her.
No.
Mm-hmm.
If he jizzes all over you, like, you need to, at the very fucking least, take a washcloth and wipe that shit off of you. I would shower. That's just gross. Your cum needs to be in two places. A condom or in my vagina. It doesn't belong on my face. It doesn't belong on my back. All over my titties.
I mean, it can be there, but I wouldn't.
Why do you want it? Like,
I wouldn't leave it there.
Why do men think? Like, why is that such a thing for men?
I don't know.
It does zero for us. Like, we're like, okay, now my tits are covered in
I don't
fucking
care
cum.
if it's from, like, here to here.
Yeah.
Well,
She's doing from her chin to her crotch. No, below her crotch.
That area
She's
on both sides.
She's taking account for runnage.
That on both sides is fine. I'm not going to, like, leave it there and hang out with it.
If you come on my back, you better fucking clean my back up.
Well, yeah. Have you ever met a guy that wouldn't?
Yes, I've dated guys who wouldn't.
You're kidding me.
That's why I have such an issue with it. Like, don't fucking come all over me and then, like, go to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
I know. I haven't had any good guys, I'm telling you. Like, the one good guy I dated had a small penis.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I'll tell you right now, 95% of men will jump up and go grab a towel or something, and
I've been dating the 5%.
you have.
Yeah.
Because honestly, for a guy to be like that, to where he doesn't think to do that, he's a douche. You don't need to be with him.
You know my history.
Yeah.
They're douches.
That's just somebody that's not very thoughtful.
So that's why I'm like, don't come on my back. Don't come on my tits. Don't come on my face.
You the freak. You're the freak master.
I'm like, that's like, it's gross. I'm going to have to clean it up. Women have this thing about if there's a big cleanup after sex, we don't want to do it.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, when you meet the right guy, you're going to let him do all that stuff, because you're going to see, he'll be like, don't move, babe. I'm going to go get a towel.
If he cleans me up, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm having to, like, trying to, like, gingerly get out of bed.
So it doesn't run down.
Yeah.
That's the word.
You know? If I'm having to, like, try to figure out, and then, like with Travis at his house, where he was like a fucking teenager and had his bed pushed against the wall. So he's done. He's passing out, and I'm against the wall, covered in cum. Like, I got to figure out how to get out of this bed.
You're trying to make me barf.
I'm just saying, like, sex
just
magic.
the thought of him naked, just,
Yeah.
I can't deal with it.
Yeah. He was, I mean, the sex was good, but he was an ass. Sex was good, but he was an ass.
I'm surprised. His blood pressure was so high. I'm surprised he didn't salt your pussy before he ate you out.
He's like, let me put some barbecue sauce on it. It's like, I'm from South Carolina. We have barbecue sauce on everything. He had big jugs of it in the fridge. He had like yellow barbecue sauce and like,
Okay, and
ugh.
he's crazy because I've lived in South Carolina and I still am friends with quite a few people that live in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And he is full of shit. That's not the case.
Anyway,
I don't know what he's talking about. Oh,
he's the Jehovah's Witness that we need to write a letter for.
oh, we will. God.
Anyway, I think that's it for the Sex Magic podcast.
Yeah, I think I'm embarrassed enough.
Yeah. You can find us on the internet at featherandbone.net. There you'll have access to the Facebook group. Our store, if you want a tarot reading, we take payment through PayPal, Facebook Messenger. I don't know why the dog's like, she probably hasn't been fed yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. But you can order our products from there as well. And you sell Avon.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, I want
It's
people
a
to fucking
waste of-
buy Avon.
It's a waste of time telling anybody. Nobody bothers going.
I'm telling you, they need to buy some Avon from you.
Oh, and guys, if you guys want a specialized spell kit, just let us know. We'll make one.
Yeah, and we need to put up our spell kits that we currently have. But we can write a spell for anything
Yeah.
that you need. Just let us know.
Yeah, and I know some people are uncomfortable casting their own spells and would want us to do it.
We do that too.
That's fine, but I'm just letting you know now it's more powerful if you do it yourself.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to have the emotion behind it.
Like, imagine if you wanted us to curse, like, your husband who's cheating on you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that. And we each can draw hatred from our own lives, from being cheated on and everything. But it's still not going to have the same energy as your hatred for what
Right.
he's done to you.
Right.
So, we can do it, and you might see some results, you might not see some results. I mean, but it would be a lot more powerful if you would do it.
Yeah, but we'd put it together for you and write it for you. But
Yeah, like we could put it together, and we could write it, tell you step by step what you need to do, and then you would just have to follow the steps and do it.
you could even be like, I need something really easy
Yeah.
because I'm new at this. We'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
You could say, I want something really fucking difficult with moon correspondences
Yeah.
and all kinds of shit, planetary hours.
That might take us a little bit longer to put together, because Planetary Hours is...
Hey, there's an app.
There is. That's right. We have to do it longhand. What am I thinking?
You're traumatized from that
I
class.
am. I did ACEN and fucking numbers and Venus and Mars and...
You know what's crazy about that? You and your, I don't know how to say it.
my dyslexia with numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know how much you struggle with math.
Yeah.
And I can still call you up and be like, I don't know how to do this fucking math, and send you a picture and you'll send me the answer. And I'm like, bitch, here you are always complaining.
Yeah. I have dyscalculia.
That's right. That's what
Yeah,
it's
it's
called.
called dyscalculia.
Yeah.
Now, let's tell them, like, that I usually look up the answer on the internet.
Oh, so the other evening, she had this math problem. And it was something to do with figuring out the square footage of a tennis court and all this stuff. And I sent a picture of it to Josh. He listens to the podcast now. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, who the fuck would ever need to know the goddamn square footage of a tennis court? I mean, I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
And he just sends me back the answer.
He knew.
He figured it out.
It wasn't just like he knew.
Well, I'm sure he had to work on it.
Okay. Because
I don't know.
it would be kind of fucked up if he just, like, off the top of his head was like, oh no, I know the square footage. Are you talking regulation size or?
No. Now, if it was anything to do with soccer, he'd probably be able to tell me off the top of his head. But
Yeah. Fucking
math. I swear to God, my daughter. I'm sitting there doing this math with her. I'm like, my daughter is never going to be a professional tennis court measurer.
Yeah.
When she grows
Where is
up.
this ever going to be used, Susan?
So I just wrote on it in pencil.
With my dyscalculia, like because with my degree I had to take oh my fucking Christ. Statistical math. And that was horrid. I mean, it was horrid. And, I would, like, literally be doing math in my sleep.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I mean, it was because like you had to pass that or you didn't have a degree.
Yeah.
And I get through the fucking class. I sent the professor, because it was all over the internet, like that class was. I sent an email to the professor, and I was like, I just don't understand this problem. Can you show me how it's worked out from the beginning to the end so I can see where I've made my mistake?
Mm-hmm.
And he emailed back, and he sent back to me like how to work it. And he said, he's like, don't ask me for help again. He said, if you need help, then you need to be in class and not taking it over the internet.
Oh, God.
So I was like, fuck my life.
Yeah.
Because here I am. And I had to take all the remedial maths leading up to that math, like to even, be there. It was horrid. And then I finally, because I did the first half of my degree, like all of like the core classes on the internet. And then I went to campus for all my social work classes. So I'm in the social work class, and I'm talking to the other students about how hard the math was. And Professor Simons, Arnie, he was like, well, you should have taken mine. We don't actually do math.
Oh, my God.
He said the statistical math he said it'll work for your degree and it's fine. He said, but like the statistical math that I would teach as part of like needing it for social work is more about like how a lot of times like the numbers can be changed to make your study look like what you want it to be.
Oh my
instead
God.
of like actual math.
I'd have been so mad.
Yeah. So I took this really difficult like statistical math
That you didn't have to have.
that and it was ridiculous. Anyway, I'm still traumatized because like in order to get an answer, you would have to know 14 equations to lead up to the equation that you're supposed to do to get the answer. And it was ridiculous.
What's the point in that?
It was hard. Anyway.
You and I even linked our Ancestry DNA with another company.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows all these personality traits and all this stuff. And it even told both of us that we have a very low likelihood of being good at math.
Yeah. Like mine should have been like bitch, get a calculator.
Yeah.
Like that's and you know what makes me mad? I think back like into school because they didn't catch my dyscalculia until I was in high school. Mm-hmm. So leading all the way up to that, I had a horrid time in math, and I know just very basic math because of it. But I remember one of my teachers. It was like I won't say her name, but she was like the 6th or the 7th and 8th grade math teacher. And she would be like, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket. Yes, bitch, I do now. Okay. Like everybody who has a fucking phone has a fucking calculator. And I will walk through Walmart using a calculator to keep track of what I'm buying.
You can even get a calculator down for $1 at the dollar store.
Yeah. So anyway.
I don't know.
Okay. We already did our exit. So.
Did we?
Yeah. I'm Ravenwind.
I'm Rain.
And remember, it's magic, motherfuckers. Go have sex. Have fun.